Hello everyone, today we are going to be talking about the Roanoke Flipbook. So, first and foremost, we'll be coming back to this page in just a bit. It's also on your Google Classroom, but before we even get started with the Flipbook, the thing you need to have done very first is the video. Now, originally we sent out the video sheet in our syllabus to you all. As we went to look at this assignment, make sure everything was ready to go, we noticed the video is no longer available. Awesome, right? Technology is just perfect, and we did not have a backup copy because it was on YouTube. So what we did is we found a slightly different video. It still has the right information, but the questions are going to be just slightly different. So you need to first and foremost watch this video. Now, if you were in class, at any of the days this week, you would have gotten this as a paper copy to fill out. If you are someone who is completely virtual, you have a few options. If you have access to a printer, I would print it out. That would be the best thing to do. If you don't have access to print it out, and a reminder, if you are printing this out, it is either two-sided or it's 2 total pages. There's 18 total questions. The video is like a full length, well, not video, like it's like 35, 40-ish minutes. But if you don't have access to a printer, something you could do is just put the questions on a blank piece of paper, just handwrite in the questions, like abbreviate what the question is, and then write your answer, and then take a picture and turn that in. So those are your options. You are going to need that information, and the information that's on there helps to lead you to the Flipbook and being able to answer that. The other things you're going to need are, you need to find this little half sheet, your Roanoke rubric. That was in your textbook when you picked it up from the office, or if you're someone who's in person, you got this on the very first day that you had class. So you need this, and then you also need to locate this weird looking paper. If yours has gotten destroyed, all it is a piece of computer paper folded in half, and then it's cut in threes, but just on one side up to the half. If you need to, if you lost yours, you could remake this, but that's all it is. It's a piece of computer paper. Yes, we would expect that it's about this size. Like, not, oh, I'm going to use a sticky note because I don't, no. Either a full piece of paper, or if you truly don't have a full piece of paper, then I would expect like a notebook piece of paper, okay? Those are your options, but I do expect that. So what do we need to have on this Flipbook? Now, there's like 3 sides that we're going to be using on here. These front ones are like our title pages. When we flip them open, this is like our top of our inside flap and the bottom of our inside flap. Top of the inside flap, bottom of the inside flap, top of the inside flap, bottom of the inside flap, okay? So on here then, and this is either on Google Classroom, or if you need to pause the video to look at it, you can do either or, but your title page needs to have these 3 headings. So it needs to say Roanoke the first year, 1587. The middle one needs to say Governor White leaves, 3 years. And then the far one needs to say Governor White comes back, 1590. Now, I am all for like creative, BU, express yourself, but this is one spot where you do need to have that information in the correct order, okay? With that, you need to have your name. So here's where you get scores or points from. Your name, the 3 title pages, 1 point each for having the correct information. Overall, it's neat, and there's color. Now, neatness also goes under, like, is it easily read? Can we locate it? Is it filled in? Like, it looks nice in general. Now, I personally am still working on my stick figures. I'm not the best drawer in the world, but I can try. So here's one example, and this is a pretty high quality example, but we want to have some pretty good high quality examples. I don't want to see a repeat of this one because you guys are your own people, but this is one to start with. So they have the correct flaps. So they've got the Roanoke 1587. They've got the Governor White leaves, 3 years, and then Governor White comes back, 1590. This is good to go as far as they have the 3 title pages. Their name needs to appear, it's not on the front, but it can be on the very back. That's fine. Overall, it's easy to read. It's neat. The colors, the pictures are nice, and then there's colors. So they have all of these points. Now, you might be seeing this one at the top, and you're like, ooh, that one's missing some information. Now, they do have the correct titles here. Like, yes, that's correct, but it's missing the color. There's no pictures. It's not that this wouldn't necessarily get them points. If they added color, maybe a picture here because there's space to add stuff, they still could, but they're missing that information. So then the next bit is we're going to be looking at the top flap and then the bottom flap. So with these, in the top flap, you're going to have at the top, like of the inside, a description of what did it look like and then a picture. So this matches up then with saying Roanoke the first year. So what did it look like and then a picture. I'm covering it up on purpose because I want your thoughts, not this person's thought, but they have that information. So then the middle flap, that's the one that says Governor White leaves for 3 years. So description, what do you think happened to the colonists? And then a picture. So there it is. This is what this person thought happened to the colonists and a picture. And then the last one was Governor White comes back 1590. So what did Governor White see? 2 to 3 sentences and then a picture. So they've got what did Governor White see in a picture. Note, it says 2 to 3 sentences. We're not just looking for one-word short answers, like full sentences saying when the colonists arrived at Roanoke, it looked like. What do you think happened to the colonists? I think that this happened to the colonists when Governor White left. Description, what did Governor White see? When Governor White arrived back, he saw. Something like that. You don't have to use that word for word, but we want full sentences. We're looking for at least 2, if not 3 sentences. Make this really nice. Explain your ideas. So where you're getting the points for the inside and the bottom. So the inside top is worth 2 points for each flap, for each of your descriptions. Neatness and color count, again, because we do want to have color there. And neatness is not just that, oh, your handwriting looks nice, but also that it's done well and it looks nice. Now, can I grade you that I like your handwriting versus not? No, but do take the time to make your handwriting legible here. So if you're one that you're like, oh, if I write too fast, it doesn't look good, write slower, please. Okay, make it look really nice. And then the bottom, those pictures are worth 3 points each. We're expecting that there's color, we're expecting they look neat and they're nice, and that it relates to the description. Now, when it's saying color and neat and relates to description, again, I'm still working on my stick figures. Myself or your history teacher appreciates your efforts. You can do stick figures, but you can do some nice stick figures, right? You can take time, give them a hat, maybe some clothes. Make them look nice, not just a 4-second stick figure. You can do good things. So this was one example, like top notch, over the top. So here is, so this one, I mean, they had a pretty good start overall. Like, look at that description. It's probably more than the other one, which is great. And they do have pictures. So in general, this is on the right track. It's just not complete. So make sure you complete it. Here's one. Now, like I said, you don't have to be the #1 artist. Look at these ones. It looks nice. They've got a very nice description and they've got a picture, right? I mean, their pictures are pretty nice, but the pictures aren't like, it's not like we're going to put them in the New York Museum of Art or something, right? But you can tell they gave it some good effort. This is what I would expect that everyone can do at the very least. You don't need to use bubble letters. I get that it's a trend here that you've seen them. You don't have to. Like, this person didn't use bubble letters at all, right? Now, they're missing some dates on this one. That's kind of a problem that we have, or this one was missing a date as well. But in general, they do have all of the stuff. Everything is here. Okay, now I showed you some, like a medium, I showed you a really nice, and I showed you some other options of mediums. Okay, but then if you are one of these people that can do this, honestly, aim to do this type of work. Like, look at this. It is like full edge-to-edge color on all of these. Like, do you see those descriptions and how long those are, how well explained those are? Like, top notch. This makes my heart happy when I see effort. Even when these people have turned these in, they're like, I don't know if it's good enough. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Okay, I talked about stick figures, did I not? Look at those stick figures. Don't they look beautiful though? Yes, they do. And in fact, you open it up and look at, again, beautiful, super nice. Okay, I get that this person used cursive. You don't have to necessarily use cursive, but just super, super nice. Here's another one. They didn't necessarily go for like bubble letters. They kept it kind of simple, but it looks really nice. And they have all of the information that's needed on here. Like, they did a really nice job. It's more simple, but it looks really nice. this is what I can expect, right? That you give it your best. Some people are artistic, and you know what? This is their time to shine. Oh, I look forward to seeing all those. But everyone can shine and everyone can do some really good things. So make sure you've got all these. If you need to pause this video so that you can see these two parts, make sure you've got this video watched because you're going to need it to help to help do the flip book. Don't just look up information because the way that the movie watcher words things might be different than how you Wikipedia it. Yep, I went there. And you also need that rubric. Please let me know. Please let your teacher know if you have any questions, and then pay attention to what the due date is on Google Classroom as to when this needs to get turned in. When it does get turned in, we need your flip book and we need your rubric. Now, if you're a virtual person, it's going to look like you're going to need to take a picture and turn it into us in that way. So obviously you're not going to hand us this, but if you're not in class on the days that it's due, it's going to be due by picture for those days. It's not like, haha, you're in class, yours gets to be due and no one else's is. No, everyone's is still due at or about the same time. So we expect some good things. They always turn out like really pretty nice. I've got so many examples. Those are just like 6 or 7 that I grab, and some people want to keep theirs because they're really proud of them. So do a nice job. Let your teacher know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great day, guys. Bye.